Hi everyone. Well, those of you who know me know I love chocolate, and unfortunately this time has put me homebound and I'm not real happy. So what I'd like to do today is to help pass some time for myself and for you, is to show you a little video about how we can get you a nice little chocolate kit that you could do at home. I'm bored. I'm sure you guys are bored now also. So let's have some fun today. I'm going to show you what's in our kit, and if you're interested in purchasing the kit, that would be great. We are doing curbside pickup and delivery if you're interested, but let me show you some of the fun things that you can make at home, and I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So first of all, in our kit we have chocolate. This is the chocolates that we always use when we have our birthday parties. And this is a nice chocolate because it melts very easily in the microwave, and I'll show you how to do that. We have some Oreos we're going to cover. Some ice cream cones. Those of you who have been to parties before, you know how much everybody loves those ice cream cones. Some pretzels. Some animal cookies or crackers. These are the best. If you've never had Sour Patch Kid cereal, that's these. You can dip these in chocolate, or you can just eat them plain or use them for decoration. And then of course we have some sprinkles for you. So the first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and open up this bag of chocolate. Now, because most of you are going to be small, you're going to have your parents help you. This is a warning though, kids. Watch it, because your parents are going to love this so much they're going to want their own kit. So, you know, you're going to have to share with them for now, but they're going to want your kit. What you want to do is you want to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. After the minute, you pull out the bowl, or your parents will pull out the bowl. Stir it, stir it, stir it. Now I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'm going to show you what this is going to look like whenever, when we bring it out, so you can tell if it's done or not. So let me get that here. I'm going to pass it over to my assistant, Morgan. Morgan's going to pop it in the microwave for a minute. Okay, so while that's working, it's magic. We're gonna wait that minute, we're gonna pull it out, and we're gonna stir it. If it doesn't seem like it's totally melted, that's okay. I think we should just stir it a little bit more, and the more you stir it, you're gonna see it's going to dissolve. If for some reason after a minute or so it's not all dissolved, then just put it in for 30 more seconds, but usually that minute is real close. So maybe not even 30 seconds, maybe 15 after that. But we're gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna show you what it's supposed to look like. That way you get it right. The main thing is we don't wanna overheat it. If we overheat it, it will be too thick, it'll be too hot, and we don't want it to be hot. It won't be very good if it's hot. So anyway, in the meantime, while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my packages so that when that chocolate's ready, we're gonna get started. This is a lot of fun. The ice cream cones, we're gonna make our own little ice cream cones with marshmallows, which is a lot of fun. Let's throw all these papers over here. Okay, I'm gonna let Morgan take a peek at that chocolate for me and see how it looks. Do you wanna bring it here and I'll stir it, or do you wanna stir it? Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's looked like it's melting beautifully. It's still not quite ready, even if I stir, stir, stir. My mother used to always tell us stir 100 times, but we don't want to stir 100 times. So anyway, we're gonna pop this in the microwave, 30 more seconds, and if you feel it's too much, then pull it out. But 30 seconds will probably do it then for that one. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm opening up all our goodies here. And as you see, I have a piece of, you could either use wax paper, parchment paper, whatever you would like. You want to put that down for your little work area. The thing about chocolate, you can't just put it on a tray because it will stick. So you always want to use the parchment paper or the wax paper. Here's our little animal crackers, which I love. Now, obviously, if you're not going to make all these today or in one day, you don't have to. You can always reheat the chocolate another day to finish your projects. But once you get started, you're going to be so excited, you're going to want to keep going with it. Okay, now Morgan's going to bring me that chocolate back out. We're going to look at it, and it should be ready. Okay, so here's what the chocolate looks like down. Now look when we stir, how beautiful, beautiful. And you want the chocolate to run just like that. If it were too hot, it would be very clumpy. So this is perfect, okay, just perfect. So I'm gonna put this in over here to the side so that I have this room to work here. Now, here's my pretzels and our sprinkles. Now there's two ways. You can either put your sprinkles into a bowl and use your fingers to put them on, or you can cut the corner of this off and then just shake it out, but I like being able to control them, so I like to put them in here. And you can always close these up and save them for later for another project that you might have. There's a lot of sprinkles here that you're not gonna need all of those. I can tell you that right now. And then you're thinking, well, why do I have lollipop sticks here? Well, I'm gonna be showing you that in a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with our ice cream cone. So we're gonna, it's like prepping it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this ice cream cone and the marshmallow. You're gonna take the marshmallow and you're going to dip it into the chocolate just a little bit. And you're gonna set the chocolate part inside the cone. And you see there's chocolate on the outside, and that's okay. We want it to be like that. When you're finished with that, we're gonna turn it upside down and sit it in the corner away from us, okay? And so what we want that to do is that chocolate is acting like glue. So it's gluing this marshmallow in here, and then we're gonna come back to this later and we're going to finish it. And you're gonna see how much fun and how cute they really, really look. Now, if you take a look here, my tools are a spoon and a fork. There's a lot of fancy tools out there that you can use for making chocolate, but I grew up using spoons and forks. So for me, these are the easiest, and I have the most fun with them, and it's okay. And it's something that everybody has in their house, so it usually works out pretty darn good. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pretzels, and this is where I'm gonna take my spoon out of here, and always just sit it on your paper because you don't want it to get stuck on the table. So I'm gonna take my pretzel and I'm just gonna drop it in. And if you guys like to go fishing, well, this is kind of a fun game because you're gonna go fish these pretzels out of here. The fun part is you put it in and you hope you can find it. It's usually pretty easy though. So you put your pretzel in, tap it gently down, push it under the water or under the chocolate with your fork, and then you're gonna have it on your fork and you're gonna tap it. Tap, tap, tap. Now those of you who have made chocolate before, you know that this tapping, one, takes the air bubbles out, two, it gets a lot of the excess chocolate off that we don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a couple of these, and I'm gonna leave them plain because in a little while, I'm gonna show you how we do a drizzle. So I'm gonna make some of these, like 2 of those like that, and pull these guys over here, and it just slides off of your fork. You just want to bend it and just let it slide off of your fork. You already have chocolate on here, so it's really easy to get it to slide. Tap, 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 and slide. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take some sprinkles. This is where I like to do the pinching of the sprinkles because honestly, if you had the bag, you would just pour it on it and it would just, it'd be too many sprinkles all over the place, and then it's kind of a waste. But it's entirely up to you, whatever you want. If you like a lot of sprinkles, dump it on. If you don't, this just kind of looks pretty. Right now we're using some Easter sprinkles and colors, spring colors, which is nice. So that's those 2. I'm gonna make 2 more with my other sprinkles. Now those are pretty nice too. Again, those are little Easter eggs. So here we go, slide it down and slide it down and tap, tap, tap and slide. And you see I'm wiping the chocolate off on this side of the bowl. So it's just comforting to me to do this. This is like my relaxation period. So again, some sprinkles in my fingers and just drop them on, okay? Just drop them on and away you go. Go to the next one, drop them on. Now, you know, you're gonna have probably some decent amount of chocolate left at the end. So there's, you know, if you have things around the house that you want a chocolate coat, yeah, do it, do what you want. If you don't want to do anything, you can save it. You can always save it for another day. Just leave it in the thing, put plastic wrap over it, put it back in the microwave. So here we go. The next thing we're going to do are our animal crackers. We're going to put those in kind of like we did with the other pretzels, and tap, 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 and slide them out. Okay, I'm going to put them here. Now, again, these you can go ahead and put the sprinkles on. You could leave them plain. We could do a drizzle, whatever you want. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these 3 here, okay? And then I'm going to show you, if you want, maybe you don't want to really cover the whole thing because we're going to do half of it. So you're holding it with your hand. Shake, shake, shake. This time we're going to shake it off. Set it down. Put the little penguin in halfway. Shake, shake, shake. Alrighty. And put them down. And this last one, halfway. Shake, shake, shake. Now, there's nothing wrong with a lot of chocolate. Everybody likes chocolate, so if you want them totally covered in chocolate, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Again, you can put some sprinkles on. Alrighty. What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to show you, I'm going to take my chocolate and I'm going to drizzle this, okay? So I'm going to drizzle the other half of it. And just go back and forth with your spoon like that. Now, what you want to do, you see this little clump here? That's where I started. I want that big clump to fall off before it hits my my pieces of animal crackers. It's a little bit easier that way. So, no, pick these up. Still not dry. They're getting there. So, we'll check those in a few minutes. One of the last things, or close to the last thing we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead with our Oreos. Put these in. Just like the other pretzels, tap, 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 pull it out, and set it down. Put the next one in, set it down, tap, 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 and away we go again. And one more. And again, you could have done these half, you could have done only put half of it in, you could have put the whole thing in. Who does not like chocolate covered Oreos? You're crazy not to like those. So those are kind of neat. Now, if you wanted to decorate those, this is when you might want to take your Sour Patch Kids and decorate with those. All right, do something like that, just something fun. If you really like the Sour Patch Kids and you just want to dip half of them, hold on to it, put it in here, there you go. Half, half. Now, doesn't hurt to taste them first, just to make sure they're okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple in here in my chocolate, and I'm going to put them together and just make a nice little clump of these. So when somebody gets a taste of this, they're going to get more than just one at a time. So kind of put these together, little clump. Now the thing is, they're tiny, so if you put them in here, you got to find them. Make sure you got them all before you keep going, because you'd hate to heat this chocolate up later and find you got a Sour Patch Kid in there. So remember how many you throw in there. So there's just like a little clump, and you could just go ahead and put a Sour Patch Kid on top, just so you know what it is. So there we go with that. Now, in the meantime, let's go back here, and I'm going to put some eggs on this guy, just to decorate our little Oreo up. Alrighty. And then the last thing we're going to do, or next to last, let's see. These guys look like they're pretty hard. If you shake them and they don't come out, you know that they're set. So what we want to do is we're going to take this, we're going to take the marshmallow upside down, push it straight down into your chocolate, give it a little twist, pick it up. Now, you notice there's a little bit of, I pushed it down way too far. There's a little bit of white on there. That's okay, it looks like ice cream. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to set this on top like that. There we go, and just stand it up like that. Leave it alone. Next one, same thing. Push it straight down. And you may have to tilt your bowl a little bit to make sure, because the chocolate's getting pretty low. Do that, bring it up, hold it, twist it around, put some more sprinkles on it. Okay, so there we go. We have all those guys done. Now, we're going to come back to the pretzels here in a few minutes. They're almost finished, but I want to show you, if you have extra chocolate, which I'm sure you will, we're going to make our own lollipops. You're like, what the heck are you talking about, lady? What I'm talking about is it's kind of they're like pretty fragile, but they're so pretty and they're so good to eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little dot of chocolate, well, actually a nice sized dot of chocolate there. We're going to put the stick on here, just like that. We're going to kind of roll it around, and then we're going to put a little bit more chocolate on top of that stick so it stays. Now this is the fun part. This is where you can have a lot of fun. So we're going to take our chocolate. You know how you just saw me do the drizzle? We're going to kind of do something like that, except we're going to just do these little swirls. Okay, you're like, what? I'm going to make them kind of thick so that it holds really nicely. Okay. This is going to be our lollipop. It's going to be awesome. Now this is going to take a while to set. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, but it's going to be pretty neat. And then we're going to go ahead and just put a few little sprinkles on this thing here. And when we pull this off, oh, it's going to be so pretty. So, it'll be really, really thin, so you do have to be careful. You're not going to be able to package this up and give them up because they're going to be too fragile, but you're going to be able to eat it, and you will enjoy every moment of that. And again, go ahead, put another dot, do some more, like that there. And this time you can just go like this, go like this. We're going to go back and forth. And swirls. Just want to make sure there's a lot of chocolate. If you don't want to use this chocolate, you don't have to. You can just, you don't have to make these. You can just save it, or if you have graham crackers or anything in your cupboard that you guys like, use those. Use that. Go ahead and experiment. Grapes, strawberries, raisins, anything is good. Bacon, I know you gotta cook the bacon first, but yeah, that's pretty good too. So anyway, so these are our lollipops, and they're gonna take a little while to set up, but I will show you those when they're done. And then the last thing we're gonna do is take this, I'm gonna move my little ice cream cone over here. I'm gonna take these 2 pretzels that are dry, move them over here just so that you can see them a little better. We're gonna go ahead and take my spoon of chocolate. I'm gonna let it start shaking it. See the big clump comes off, and go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And again, it doesn't matter. If there's clumps on, who cares? We want as much chocolate as possible. So it doesn't matter if it clumps or if it doesn't clump. But these are some of the little projects that you can do at home. We'd be happy to help you guys. These are a lot of fun. It didn't take real long, but it's going to be delicious when it dries. The hard part's going to be waiting for it to dry and get ready. If you want it to be done a little quicker, you can always pop them in the refrigerator. Then you can eat them a little sooner. Other than that, enjoy yourself, have fun. If you have any questions, you can always call us and I'll be happy to help you. Well, happy chocolate making. Have a good day.